our first workshop of a 3-year program, and we're really excited because we're trying all different things this morning. So we have some guinea pigs in Steamboat and Grand Junction that are going to be doing this live with us. The empty chair is Grand Junction. The woman to the right is from Steamboat, and we'll do introductions in a second. So this is a collaboration between COSEE, which is the largest research institute on CU's campus. We're a NOAA Center for Excellence, and it stands for the Cooperative Institute for Research in Environmental Sciences. So that's why we call it COSEE. It's a mouthful. And COSEE West, another acronym. COSEE is an NSF-funded program for the Centers of Ocean Science Education Excellence. And as you might imagine, all of the centers are located along the coast of the east and the west, and there's a center in the Great Lakes area. Shoot, I keep dropping her. So we have a partnership, a smaller grant, to work with COSEE West, which is UCLA and USC, and LA Unified School District, which you might imagine is large. It's the second largest school district in the country. The goal of our particular project is to bring global oceans to inland audiences and show how important the oceans are to us, as well as how important our actions are to the oceans. And each year we're going to have a different theme or focus, and that focus is actually driven by scientists that we get involved in the program. They commit funding as well as their time, and they'll be coming in, and Chris Farrell will be coming in a little bit later to share their cutting-edge research, and then we'll be providing activities and content background. So that's how we get our themes. This year, if you look at the cover of your notebook, we've got the theme of exploring connections between the global oceans and the inland Southwest, and that's a picture. What is that a picture of? Everyone recognize what that is? Mesa Verde. So we might talk about what happened and how climate affected potentially Mesa Verde. So we'll have 2 scientists this year, Chris Farrell and Ulla Person, who are both from NOAA, that will be doing the lectures, and I'll introduce them when they come in later on. Next year, we already have our theme identified. It's going to be the ice sheets and ocean ice and sea level rise, and we'll be instilling in the sort of a native perspective, because a lot of researchers work with Inuits up in northern Canada and Greenland and so forth. So what I'd like to do is just briefly introduce staff that's here for now, or they can introduce themselves. Susan?
Hi, I'm Susan Lenz. I'm going to be the evaluator on the program for all 3 years. So I'll be pestering you with surveys and stuff. You've all filled out our registration survey. Thank you very much. And before you go today, I'll have another little very short survey for you to do just on paper before you leave. If you have any questions at all about the evaluation, just let me know. But I'll be haunting every single event.
Marcia?
Hi, I'm Marcia Barber, and I've been in education for 33 years, and I'm currently retired, just working on teacher workshops like this. So I'm excited to get to know all of you better and find out what you teach and how this program might fit in with your classroom.
And then Mark is out in the hallway. He works with us, and he's been handling all the technical stuff, learning how to run this room and making the connections to the various locations. We were going to have USC online today, but they're not going to be. They had their own stuff going on. So in May, we're actually going to be connecting up to LA too, and hopefully have teachers from LA Unified School District. Okay, so then I was going to have Mark switch the camera to introduce teachers, but I guess we'll go ahead because we don't have anyone looking at us right now. I guess Steamboat keeps dropping. And this might be somebody, I don't know who.
Maybe she and he are talking.
Yeah, that could be. And she's Linwood Springs, bridging to Steamboat. So, anyways, why don't we start with Amanda? If you could say your name and the school and what you teach, and then next time when you come, we'll hear a little bit why you're taking this course. Workshop.
So my name is Amanda Blythe. I teach at Legacy High School and I teach biology. I'm Anna Pearson. I'm at York International in Mapleton Public Schools, and I teach 7th grade science, math, and literacy.
Kane Hollins, I teach at Niwa High School. I teach biology, environmental science, and earth system science.
Ann Campbell. I'm at Legacy High School in Bayonda, and I teach biology and biology.
And my name is Silvia Curiel. I teach at North High School, and I teach earth science and biology, 9th and 10th grade.
I'm Stephanie Schroeder. I teach at Southern Hills Middle School here in Boulder, and I teach 6th grade physical science and 7th grade life science.
My name is Ridgely Straka. I work at Silver Hills Middle School in Adams 12, and I teach 6th grade earth science.
I'm Kelly Kasich. I teach at Fairview High School here in Boulder, and I teach biology and anatomy.
I'm Kelly Sawalker. I teach here at Summit Charter Middle School here in Boulder, and I teach biology and environmental science.
I'm Christy Dahl, and I'm with an outreach program at the University of Colorado called Science Explorers, and I work with 5th and 8th grade teachers.
I'm Paul Salmon. I work at Whittier K-8 School in Denver Public Schools, and I teach middle school math and science.
So hopefully it's not too disruptive that this is all going on, and we're having some sort of problem, I don't know what. You know, we'll all get used to dealing with this sort of interface. So we've got live, we've got this going on, and then we've got, I'm sorry, you can go ahead and introduce yourself too.
I'm Alex. I work in continuing education department here on campus, and I'll just be videotaping this for records.
So we're also going to make this available online because Continuing Ed was so excited about it that they said that they would fund the development of an online course. So three different things that we're accomplishing today. So we're going to start off with our activities, and then Chris Farrell will be lecturing at about 11. And so you're going to be working in pairs. And Sylvia, I don't know, do you know Veronica Wiley?
Yes.
So she's coming.
Okay.
But you can start with working with these two, and then when she comes, then you guys can work.
Sure.
So in your notebooks, you've got your activities. So each one has a notebook, and so next time you come for day 2, then we'll just have the handouts ready so you can stick your lab notebook as well as your notebook, and make sure you bring this each time and then for the workshop. You also have one of these handy student lab notebooks, and they have, with each page, they have a carbonless copy. And so we will be periodically collecting materials from you since this will be for credit. And so make sure you bring these with you. And as I explained with the email, for credit, you don't have to worry about signing up until the summer, okay? So we don't have to deal with that right now. So we're going to do activity 1 to start with. And this is just a quick sort of warm-up, get to know your partner if you don't know your partner, although a lot of people know each other. Just to get an idea in a very visual way how much surface area covers, how much surface area the oceans cover. So, in the back are some inflated globes. And Rebecca, I see you busily blowing that up. You have to bite on it and blow at the same time. Oh, you know what? And Rebecca, why don't you introduce yourself and what school you teach and where you what you teach?
Okay, so I teach just outside of Steamboat at middle school, 8th grade science, earth science, physical science, and chemistry.
Okay, great.
you need to put that down before you start writing, because it'll go through about 3 sets of carbons.
Oh, thank you.
And
So
we
make sure
will be collecting the yellow carbon papers on occasion for your credit and or to send to the grant, to evaluate, your learning over the course. So this is your complete notebook, but we will also be collecting papers out of there.
So make sure you get the copy, so you
Yeah,
don't wanna have that flat, right after page 1, but after.
no, you need it after page 1. There's 2 page 1s, but
Oh, I
a
see.
yellow one
Okay, so it's
and a
stuck
white one.
together.
All right, they're both numbered at the top of it. And be considering that what you expect of your students, what would you expect of them doing this lesson? In other words, if you were collecting the lab paper. So you might want to talk to your partner as you're doing that and see what you would include in this activity.
Yeah. And Andrew's getting settled. So, Rebecca and Andrew, hi.
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 Hello.
Do you want to introduce yourself real quick, your name, the school you teach at, and what you teach?
You don't have to show. Okay. Yeah, my name is Andrew Torfin. I teach physical science out at Mount Garfield Middle School out here in Grand Junction, Colorado.
Great. Well, welcome. Glad you made it safely to the studio there. Whoops.
Great, thank you.
We're going to lose Rebecca again. So you got, before we lose Rebecca, normally you would work in pairs, but you can just throw the ball up and then get your fingers on there. Play volleyball with yourself. Okay, so go ahead and get a globe and you'll see what the instructions are. Each activity has a guiding question, so that's the focus of this